What is good, everybody? I am back with a brand new video, and today I'm gonna go with the AGL discs only challenge. Today I have with me two mid-ranges, a spruce and a magnolia, and then I have a redwood and a locust. I'm actually gonna be putting with my typical Wardens because I don't have an AGL putter. I want to say that hole one is about 245-ish feet. I'm gonna go with the magnolia and see if we can start this video out right with a birdie. Oh, that's wide, but if it gets through everything and drop. Good little toss for the first shot of the day. I did already film 2 videos today, although I came to a new course, so I'm a little cold now. This is gonna be a 9-hole video. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. So if we can go 4 or 5 under, I'm gonna be pretty happy today. The biggest thing is I don't wanna be taking any bogeys out here. But we're gonna start off the video with a birdie. We cannot be mad about that. Magnolias are really good. Nice, straight, and stable. Kind of reminds me of the Truth, but honestly, I think I like the Magnolia better. Not that I've thrown Truths very much, but when I did do my review, Magnolia feels better, especially now that I have it in their Alpine plastic, which is more stable. It's great. Hole 2 is gonna be 236 feet. A great hole for the Baobab, super stable. The one thing I'm learning about this disc is you cannot short arm it. You gotta throw this thing hard. Basket's actually in that left side. And even that thing is ridiculous. I really gotta try out some of their putters just for the fun of it. I just don't know what to get. So if you throw AGL and you're on here, what's their best putter? Get it? Oh, top of it. Good run. This is definitely a hole that you want to get every time you're out here. Typically I throw zone at it, but AGL only, their zone, I feel like, is the Baobab. I really want to get one of the new Zone OS's and compare that to their Baobab. I think that'd be a fair comparison, and sorry, Discraft, but I just feel like AGL beat you to the whole overstable approach game. Hole 3 is going to be 265 feet. It's really hard to see the basket, but just know it's dead center of the screen right now. I'm gonna try and throw the spruce right up the middle. It's a 5.4, -1.2 mid-range, and it really reminds me of a Buzz SS. Usually it flips up to flat ever so slightly, but when you do throw it flat, it has this nice settle drift to it. Hit it. There's the drift. Go, baby, go. I think I threw it too soft. Hitting this gab is sometimes like a spray and pray for me, but I'm getting a little bit more consistent at hitting it. Come on. Hole 4 here at 250 feet. This is the gap that, for whatever reason, is even more of a spray and pray than that gap. It should not be that bad, but going with the Magnolia here, it's a really good disc for this hole. If I can put it out flat and hit my line. Yep. Skip. Oh, it hit a last tree. See, this is a great shot for me. I got lucky. I thought I hit one of these trees and kicked that direction, but I will definitely take it. I really believe the Magnolia is gonna end up being one of my go-tos. I'm bagging that and my Buzz. So really, really straight shot, I'm gonna go Buzz. But if I need just a slight hook or maybe there's a headwind, the Magnolia is honestly really, really good. We got hole 5 here at 262 feet. There is the basket. And I think I'm gonna go with the spruce here. Nice and drifty backhand to it. I didn't hit it. That was an awful shot. Let's see if we can get the Baobab to kind of hold Annie. Go in. Oh, from my angle, that looked good. I am -2 through 5 on hole 6, 241 feet. I am gonna go with the Magnolia once again. This is a disc that I've been throwing on this hole quite a bit. Oh yeah. And the nice subtle fade. Gosh, I really like that disc. I think that might be one of the, I don't want to say most underrated discs, but I think it's underrated. I don't see a lot of them in people's bags. At least I haven't with my friends and who I've played with. The Magnolia is the truth. Here we go, -3 through 6. It is pretty swampy on the actual hole 7. So a lot of times what we do is play on top of this hill. Really becomes a great forehand hole. Now I really don't know if I can trust the redwood on a forehand, but we're gonna give it a go. This is a really domey 12-speed driver, probably a little bit too much for this type of hole. Kind of like a wide forehand hyzer into the basket. Oh, I flipped it over. Got some stability to it though. That definitely could have been better, but for the first forehand with it, not awful, I guess. Sometimes it is really tough doing these challenges because you come upon a shot where you're very comfortable with, whether that be forehand or backhand. But when you're doing a challenge like this and you don't really throw these discs, it puts you in a very uncomfortable position. Sometimes you just don't know how the disc is gonna react. Come on. Hole 8 is gonna be about 320 feet. I actually kind of like the forehand a little bit better on this hole, but I do think I'm going to go backhand with the redwood because it sounds in my head more safe. They're calling the redwood 12.5 -1.2. I think it might be just a tad flippier than -1, but usually I can get this disc to fly really well. I didn't, too much hyzer. I really need to just stop talking before I throw because then it makes me look that much worse. Pop out my baby tilt here, the baobab. See if we can throw one in. That would honestly lighten my mood up. Hold it, hold it. Actually, that was a pretty good run. There's never gonna be a time where you can't trust on Annie. You could throw the baobab probably into a blasting headwind, still put it on Annie and it'd be fine. I'm always one for a thriller. This puts me at -3 through 8 now, which is not good, but we have one more hole to go -4 bogey free, which was the goal of the video. The final hole, hole 9, is going to be 305 feet. It's a par 3 slightly uphill, and the fate of this challenge is going to lie within the redwood. I'm a little nervous about this, just a little bit too much pressure for me. And now it flips. That is the turn that I wanted out of it. Over there. I also just realized I never threw the locust. I'm gonna try and show you how it flies. In my defense, I don't know if there's a hole to throw it on out here. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not a good shot, but that is a perfect representation of how the locust flies. At least I can say I threw it one time. I really apologize. I forgot about that disc. And the front half of these holes was all mid-ranges. And then the last 3 holes, I just felt like I needed to throw the redwood, so that's my bad. Can we throw this in for -4? I did not play well today. Too far. I mean, you at least have to give me credit for trying to run it, right? Like that could have been short by a mile, but it went over the basket. I say that's successful for a run. I don't think you know how annoyed I would be if I missed this, because then I didn't get -4 and also I didn't go bogey free. Oh, thank goodness. All right, one step of the challenge is complete. I went bogey free, but I did not go my -4 like I wanted to. That is gonna do it for my AGL round only. I will have to say I did not play that well. I think that was pretty evident and obvious, but I still think the Magnolia is probably the most underrated AGL disc that I have personally thrown. All of them fly really nice, even the locust that I forgot to throw. The spruce definitely reminds me of a Buzz SS. It has a nice drifty fade to it. It's a disc that you don't really have to throw all that hard. The redwood, I usually, besides this round, throw this disc really well. It has a nice flip up to it. It usually rides right, and you could see that on the last hole. I actually threw it hard enough for it to go right. And the locust is one of the easiest 9 speeds to get distance with. Flips up to flat really easily and rides, but you definitely need to learn the angle of the locust. Anyway, guys, that is gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.